When a double world champion has to go out.
Well, from an experience to a first-timer, Matthew Wright, youngest male rider, team silver medalist at the Young Riders European Championships last year. Very well through the charisma puzzle. Well ridden, got enough impulsion for the ditch.
Well, now Matthew Wright and Ian Yowden's all the best. Going the long route at the corners. Sensible piece of judgment, this combination with the best youngsters at Burghley last year, following in the footsteps of his dad, Roger. Roger Wright, been a very good competitor.
Close coupled horse, cope well with those tight corners. Now Matthew Wright at the lake. Arms and legs going.
When he's going deep, and it's getting deep. So he circles, and he can do that. He's got two different numbers there, so he can circle between, and he's looking very good on the clock, although he's losing time now. Always been a good cross-country horse, this, when Ian Yowden, the owner, read it himself. But Matthew, very bold, very courageous, and it's working for him.
You'd like to see him come clean up behind. He is coming through. I think he's got to be very pleased with that little young horse. It's nice.
Start. Just preparing to restart, and we gather. This is just to get you into your running here at Burghley before the big question comes at 4, the leaf bit. He's coming there now. Coming back for Burghley House. Clear over the margin wall for Sean Wyn Morris and Just Appeal. They head now for the capability down a hill for Burghley Station. Sean Wyn Morris, Just Appeal. Clear over that big oxer. They now head slightly uphill and then down right-handed for the Land Rover Splash at 24. Sean Wyn Morris, Just Appeal. Matthew Wright, Larissa Delado. He's going the longer route at the Discovery Valley at 7. That's interesting. Haven't seen many people play safe from the outset. But again, it's all about choice as a rider. He thinks this horse just a little bit young. At 30. Well, we've read about how Matthew says this is the best horse he's ever sat on. John Peter's Larissa Delado. And you can see why he says that. Such a good ride through the Trap Hatchery. And he looks to be making up some time for that long green he took at 7. But that, of course, the name of the game. Picking and choosing on these. At the lead pit, Lee Ryder and Beltry Salute. So they take the long route round at the leaf pit. Sean Wyn Morris delighted. Just Appeal has completed the four-star here at Burghley. And the Welsh rider absolutely thrilled with that four-star cross-country completion. Well, Matthew Wright will be another man whose blood will be bubbling as he comes up the maltings with this brilliant young horse. What a prospect for Matthew for 2012. He's at the maltings, just wiggles a line through there. But this guy is very cool. Based up in Nottinghamshire. Father Roger and his mother are real horse people. And this guy's learned his trade so well. Of course, first ride for the British team at the Ponies with a lovely little horse, Grey, which is Con, which is still out competing. Larissa Delado now up the hill to Rolex Double at 15 at the halfway stage. In the Discovery Valley, Lee Ryder and Deltry Salute. At the Rolex Double. Super. This horse is just as straight as a die. He's got such faith. Matthew in the horse just keeps him running, and he knows it. In recent years, Matthew Wright up towards the Dairy Mound, still looking very good with Larissa Delado. Now's the corner. Sees his stride a mile off. So news from the Land Rover Discovery Valley. Lee Ryder and Deltry Salute have retired.
As we now see Matthew Wright, if you want the second.
Well, Matthew, one of the very competitive young guns. Already ran Badminton on a number of occasions for a 25-year-old. But this, potentially, the most high-class horse that he's had in his hands. Owned by John Peace, a horse that won the 7-year-olds in the World Young Horse Championship at Lilian d'Angers. That's 5 years ago. The horse still young at this level, particularly in its experience. but he's a lovely horse. French bred. Has a lovely outline, and the way the horse sits up in front of you when you're sat on it means the horse is in superb balance, really moving from behind. Not a perfect flying change, but again, will certainly score well, as he has done throughout the test. This way above anything that Matthew has produced before. A lot of these jockeys have had support from UK Sport in the lottery funding, and my gosh, how it's worked. This is definitely a test right up with the best.
Yes, it certainly was. A really good performance by Matthew Wright, if you want the second. 38 dead. So after 2 days of high-class dressage, the leaderboard is so tight, with Andrew Hoy for Australia leading, but there are only a few marks between the top riders, and it's all to play